Hello, 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 everyone. You are live with Dave Jose. I am going to try to share this with everyone. So please give me a second. I hope everybody is doing well today. I hope you guys are blessed. Please like and share this video. It's crazy because I'm looking at the comments on one device and one just popped up that wasn't even there and it was already on the other. So there is a delay. Please like and share this, guys. We got some bomb news coming out. And you guys are going to be able to see the power and the glory that comes with working with God. As you guys can see that this week we have been giving you guys Big Dave and Callie. How's it going? Hey, Shoe Baby. What's up, Beatrix? You guys have been able to, super good news about to come out. Yeah, about to hear. We've been telling you guys that you are going to hear good news. We tried to explain to you guys what it was like when we fought for the audit in Arizona and how there was a teaching period. The first thing we did was gave them notice. And then after government officials start talking, we start teaching them and breaking down how things work, how they have the lawful authority to do things along with the blessings that God would give us. And what ends up happening is that you start to have things shake and move. You guys saw the audit come in Arizona. We then had a situation where we knew that the information from the audit was going to go to the Attorney General. The legislature could have done more. No big deal. Things happen. Things went to the Attorney General. We did not wait. We did not hope that something would come out. Kelly, hey. We did not hope that something else would happen. We did not wait and trust the plan. We did not leave it up to the sheriff and the military to come in and do stuff. What we clearly did is we proactively created a notice to go after the Attorney General with law and teach him ahead of time and tell him we want the grand juries so that nothing could be done shady, right? We were going to close the doors to all the foolishness. Everybody wants to share this because it is some fire. Now, guys, when we were fighting to get the audit in Arizona, Josh and I, what ended up happening is that people tried to say that they were never going to let it happen. The doors were going to be closed and nothing would go down. Josh just called me. Let me let him know he can come on StreamYard. So there was a process where we literally couldn't tell anybody because we knew that trolls were going to try to interfere with everything that was happening, right? So what we did is, hold on, guys, let me send this out real quick and then I can get back with you guys. No, that's not what I was looking for. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, so what ended up happening was we decided that we were going to teach the government, and we couldn't tell anybody because we had trolls at the same time trying to stop us from teaching the government, right? So we wanted to make sure that, hold on one second. We wanted to make sure that nobody interfered with the work, and we knew that there was dirty agents that were trying to interfere. So what we did is I'm trying to copy and paste something and it won't work. Ah, shucks. Hold on one second, guys. So what we did is we tried to set things up for the government to learn what it is that we needed them to learn. And we started secretly going and telling everybody what they needed to do to get the audits. And like I said, we had to hide it because the dirty actors were trying to interfere with everything. And at the same time, they were telling people, don't, work with Dave and Josh, affidavits won't work. It's a deep state trick. They're going to just throw everything in the trash and laugh at you and all of the stuff like that. And we continue to push. We continue to work with the legislature directly. We taught them everything that they needed to do. And when we got done, what ended up happening is they actually did the audit. Now, I told you guys in different states, and not everybody who starts in the process with us believes enough to just read the simple law and just continue and keep going and teaching. So what ended up happening is that the government officials started to see what we were saying. They asked the attorneys questions. They started to see that the attorneys were lying. And so they started actually having conversations with us. And it is amazing because we got the audit. It was the first one of its type in America. We actually told them when they were having a fight and disagreeing with Jovan, because Jovan is tough and Jovan doesn't take any bull. So Jovan was putting their stuff out there like, look, Arizona trying to be funny. Don't play that bull. And so some of the senators in Arizona didn't like Jovan as much. And they were like, well, we don't want to have him. And me and Josh put in a notice with other people and said, oh, no, we demand that you put in Jovan, and it's going to be what it is, and just leave it alone. So we actually got Jovan. Now, are you guys ready for the big news tonight? So not only did we have a victory today with a woman who actually was trying to get her community garden to let her continue. She gave notice and she actually had a victory, so she's going to be able to save her crop. But we told you guys about Michigan, right? And some of the people who thought that they were bad behinds, like Professor Clements and all the news people, Nick and them who chase him around, and Gail Golick, they were saying, oh, Michigan, what happened there? They got 10,000 affidavits and they didn't do it. And I'm like, yeah, they didn't do it yet. The same thing happened in Arizona. Well, without further ado, there's multiple reports that Jovan Hutton Policer got the audit contract in Michigan today. Now, why is that so amazing and good? Because you guys, we the people, actually took part. You guys saw on a show with Nick and Cancon and the guys that I was begging for somebody in Michigan who would stand up. They brought up Bill Bailey and Matt DePerno. Well, Josh Barnett contacted Matt DePerno, and he worked with Matt DePerno to get us on a call. So all four of us got on a call. We actually revealed the affidavit that we did in November or December. I think it was December 2020. So Josh and I actually had the affidavit sitting for months, waiting for somebody who would be strong enough to do the affidavit. Now, what's crazy is it's so nuts that after the fact, those guys made jokes. So Nick and Professor Clements and all those guys were all together. They started making jokes, talking about it don't work everywhere. What happens when it doesn't work? So when Matt DePerno gives the affidavits, 10,000 of them, and 3 or 4 legislators start talking to him and getting the communication going, they don't understand that in our process, the affidavits make them listen, and they realize they have to talk to us by law, and then we educate them on what they need to do. The problem in many states like New Hampshire and other states is they don't know the law to teach, because they started working with us. Then they saw Clements and other guys and they just ran away with them. And it's like, hey, go ahead, right? Now they don't know the next steps to get an audit. Clements can't offer them anything. Other people can't do it. I didn't say CanCon. I think I said Nick. I didn't say CanCon at all. But what ended up happening, guys, is that now we have the audit. So Michigan did 10,000 affidavits. Arizona did 127 affidavits. That's what all it took for us to get them started. Michigan went freaking overboard, did 10,000 affidavits. Now, we know guys like Kesha and Clements went around the country telling legislative body members, don't deal with Dave and Josh, right? If you deal with Dave, we don't want to deal with you, whatever. We actually have verified reports of that. Now, it's fine. We don't care, but they're trying to stop audits from happening. And now audits are happening. So guys, we got another under our belt in Michigan. You guys saw the 10,000 affidavits. Y'all saw them make fun of us, right? But you can clearly see, Josh, I sent the StreamYard to your email, bro. I got Zoom with, oh, I'm sorry. My bad. So what you can see clearly is that we have, Dave, how can I get New Hampshire restarted? I will not deal with the person who's working with Clements who contacted me, who did our affidavits late. And then they tried to tell me how they wouldn't work there. It's so corrupt. Michigan is super corrupt. Matt DePerno has done an excellent job in teaching people. If you go to Get Telegram app, Jessica, and go to Dave Cares for You, and you can talk to me to get the affidavit class there. I think it was somebody else. Life is Good. That is the name of the doctor, I think, or from 2 weeks before her second show. So guys, yeah, me and CanCon are cool. But what you guys got to understand is these people will sit here because they don't have patience and they're just so worried and concerned about how things look. You remember I told y'all last week, when God lets you take action and gives you knowledge and wisdom, it's not about how it looks. It's about how we use the law. And when we use the law, there is nobody who can interfere. Yes, it was Marilyn. Marilyn tried to message me and tell me about how it's so crooked. And she's like, oh, Dave, if you got the magic sauce to make this happen, then why ain't you doing it here? I'm like, look, dude, I gave you information and told you how to win, set you up to be able to win your battle and fight. You went with Clements and did your own thing. She's like, I don't understand why everybody can't work together, because they don't want us to win. So I'm not working with them. Well, I don't understand why you ain't doing it. And that won't work here because we got all this and all that. Listen, I don't care about what you say has been in the past in your state, because Arizona had fraud and cheating in the past. Michigan had fraud and cheating in the past. I don't give a freak about how dirty your state is. The law is the law. What works, what works, period. These people laughed and mocked and said, what happened like in Michigan when your affidavits don't work? Well, in Michigan, we just got Jovan, who we put in the affidavit too. So like I said, me and Josh talked about the affidavit last year, got everything together. We tried to give it to a famous woman, a doctor who was going around the country for all these rallies with Lindell and them. We tried to give it to her. She kind of played funny and didn't want to do it what she was supposed to do and put the document in. We didn't hear back from her. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on real quick. So guys, what ended up happening is this person played around and didn't turn in the affidavit where she could have made history. She didn't really want to do it. And she kind of just dropped off the face of the earth. And then Josh and I actually said, you know what, we'll take care of this, and we went and started seeking other people. And that's when Bill Bailey and Matt DePerno got connected with us. At first, there was a lack of understanding about what we were trying to do exactly, because some of the guys, the news guys, were trying to tell them what we meant and didn't explain it clearly. But as soon as we got on a call with Matt DePerno, he understood clearly. He's a beautiful man who understands the Constitution and could see clearly We can see even the judge in a court tried to ignore where it said clearly in the law. Kathy Human, C.A. Human, just says she remembered that day. The judge tried to say, I don't understand what it means when it says you can get a statewide audit. I was like, you freaking clown, right? The judge tried to fake. But share, like and share this, guys, and make some comments if you would, because that'll help the algorithm. But guys, the only places that got audits in America are those who did affidavits and notices, period. There is nobody else. The only ones who got audits in America are the ones who stayed on the plan that we gave them. Matt DePerno, you know, he put a couple of things together in the affidavit to make it his own and good for Michigan, and we got our audit. And what you guys got to see is that these people will tell you that nothing will work. They told you guys that because the audit didn't happen right away in Michigan, we were hopeless. But the teachers keep teaching, guys. The affidavits brings them to the understanding that they serve you and let them see the law. Now, the next step is you have to be able to explain to them by law why we can do what we can do. Now, that's the part that a lot of the other states have no idea in what to do and couldn't lead anybody anywhere. But what happens is they have loyalty problems. Because they can't be loyal, they automatically drop out after a couple of days. They send an affidavit and say, it didn't work yet. It didn't work. I don't get it, right? It didn't work yet. So, say that, Josh.
Hey, sorry. Look, I'll show you. I'm on with Annabella.
Did that link work for you, the second one?
Yeah. But okay. So let me get this straight. We got an audit in Michigan. Am I?
Yes, sir. Jovan, it is widely reported now that Jovan has. Love you too, Allison Cole.
Okay.
Jovan.
I'm gonna text Jovan right now. He just texted me earlier, but I didn't get back to him.
Jovan got the contract. And notice, guys, DePerno is not a typical lawyer. We did put the affidavit together and put Jovan and Colonel Waldron. Didn't we put them in the affidavit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
did you text Matt or Bill?
I just wanted to jump on. I just wanted to jump on and let everybody know what happened, because, you know, so many people are trying to somebody's messaging us from a barbershop conversation PMA. I don't think they did it.
Tim,
did they do it?
I think so. I don't remember. There's so many.
I don't think he did a PMA. He's congratulating you about Virginia.
I was texting Amanda Chase, and she's all fired up.
She is?
Yeah.
So this is the funny thing, guys. So the real workers who get audits, guys, they know who we are. It's funny. I got a message from somebody from one of those big events that talked to me and was talking to me about coming on stage as a conservative leader in Arizona. I'm not going to go. Josh, I decided I'm not going. Josh probably will go. I'm not going. Because when you freaking invite me somewhere, but I'm only here because of Josh, and you don't invite Josh yet, that's a problem. I ain't going. Screw that.
It's funny because it's not like they don't know me.
Yeah.
Like the other people they invited don't know me. Just saying.
Hey, it ain't like you didn't open up the doors for them to be part of the audit. I don't get it. Right? Hey, it's funny, y'all. I'm
gonna send you a screenshot, David, from a conversation. Or did I send you one about looking at 2020 AZ, my race in AZ?
What?
I'll send it to you right now. But I gotta hop off, guys. I just want to come on and say hello. I got to do this meeting with my people, so I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm gonna come back and watch all this afterwards.
Peace. Tell Annabelle I said, what up, cuz?
I guess.
So, guys, I'm not cool enough to be the president, y'all. But what I want you guys to understand is clearly when these people tell you guys that, oh, nothing is working or it did not happen or they just ignored it, guys, we got the audit now. So remember, I told you guys, don't look at stuff by what you see. When you do the work that you are supposed to do, things happen, right? and you trust in the work that God gives you, you be diligent. You don't have to wait for the permission of everybody. You don't have to look for the government officials to say that we're going to do everything you say do. You do the work, guys, and then the blessings are going to come out. The only places in America that have gotten audits so far, more are coming. Now, when I told y'all, oh, shoot, an audit getting ready to come, I wasn't even talking about Michigan. There's some more freaking fire coming, y'all. Like, it's going to be, I prayed to God and asked God to give us a good, blessed week. He's blowing backs out. God is just giving us victories all over. But he's showing that the notices and affidavits work. He's showing us that the voice of the people works. He's showing us that they can act like they don't hear us, but they gonna freaking move. Who is running the audit in Michigan, Dave? Jovan. Jovan has the contract. One of the best guy, the best guy in America. There's nobody as good as Jovan, period. There's nobody who has the technology that Jovan has. So when you understand that, we told you guys that we would have the audit in Michigan, and big mouth people were like, we don't see it happening yet. If we don't see it, it must not be real. Well, you ain't taking no action either. So how you know anything that's happening? Right? There's people who sitting on the sideline running their mouths about how this is going to happen or not going to happen. But like I said, the best in the nation is got the contract for the audit in Michigan. Now, remember that there was Michigan government officials and governor that said, oh no, this ain't happening. You will not get a audit in Michigan. Now what? Now what? See, guys, this is where it gets serious. This is where it gets serious. People can laugh and joke. Clemens said affidavits don't work. The whole America's First audit chat, Lulu and them said it will not work. Cashel and them said it's just a hoax. Clemens talked about what happened in the, but who hired? The people hired Jovan. We told them we wanted Jovan in the audit, in the affidavit, and that's who they used. It's that simple. We told them they were going to do an audit. We told them to use Jovan. We know Jovan don't bend for anybody. Jovan don't play. Jovan is perfectly impartial. He don't hold his tongue. He let the numbers speak. He lets the truth speak. And so the people who are the best, the people who are the highest are the ones who hired Jovan because they told the legislature to do it. See, in Michigan, people were wise. They instructed their legislature and they didn't take no for an answer. They sent out 10,000 affidavits, more than any other state in the freaking country, right? And they continue to teach with brilliant men like Matt DePerno, right? Matt DePerno told y'all ahead of time what he was doing. Matt DePerno showed the different legislative body members and how they added on another one. And that's how you have to do it, guys. You have to, I can never forget you, Kathy. You the best. What you guys got to understand is there's real people in this nation who do real audits and we respect and love each other. And then there's fakers who talk about audits, who act like they want to do stuff that ain't doing nothing. And there's the people who are trying to fight and block audits, right? So what you got to understand, oh no, me, Bill Bailey, Josh, and DePerno, we talk. We're in a private chat together. We have a good time, right? We talk about current events. Michigan is in freaking trouble. Guys, okay, I'm going to tell y'all before anybody else. This whole thing is going to be destroyed by maladministration. The people are realizing that their work is working. So no one from Michigan legislature, the Michigan legislature can't do an audit, Haplo. I'm trying to tell you, they don't do audits. The Michigan legislature can be instructed by the people based on the Constitution. They did what we told them to do that they did not want to do and got Jovan. Jovan is doing the audit. The legislature does not do audits. They don't investigate. They're not capable of doing that. They don't have the skill. Jovan has the technology to be able to look at all the ballots and do the kinematic research. Jovan is doing the audit. So I hope that gets you what you need. I really don't like answering the same questions over and over and over again. But guys, what you got to understand as a people is that there was a lot of people out there talking about what was not going to happen. They were negative and wanted bad things to go down. Oh, you guys aren't legit because it didn't happen yet. All these notices y'all put in, all these affidavits, nothing working. What if it don't work in some states? Yep, that pesky Constitution. That's right. God is blessing us richly, guys. God is taking care of us. What's up, Honkin? What's up, Josh? God is blessing us, y'all, and he's showing us what we do works in all these different instances. Like, watch this. Arizona. So the newspapers tried to come out and act like the parents lost some case to with Arizona because Matt DePerno is running for office, isn't he? I can't remember for sure. Secretary of State. Yeah, he is. But he before he got really serious into the running, he did the affidavits and everybody saw it online. Yeah, Jovan is the man. I love me some Jovan. But what you got to understand, guys, is in some states like Wisconsin, Corman tried to set up to get a group of people to do an audit that they picked that wasn't independent. When you see we the people tell them who they're going to get and they do what we say, that means we are moving in a very powerful way, guys. Some people try to, come to conclusions that things are bad or shady always. You see like the same people come over and over again and they're like, oh, well, we think it's a bad connection with who's going to run the audit. Maybe these people are dirty and bad. And usually the people who do stuff like that are the same people who are covering for people who are dirty and bad and won't come out with evidence and stuff like that. I can't really live. Taco pizza, that'd be good. I can't really live in that type of realm, guys. Like I told you guys, and I stand on this, that our God is a rock and a strong deliverer. And you get Matt DePerno as the AG, it's going to be heavy because, he don't play a lot either. And he's going to bring a lot of smoke to Michigan where they try to hide the truth. And more important than that, we got the people, right? We got the people, and the people are realizing that they can destroy anything they want to at will. Right? So we got some amazing things happening, guys. Good news. Affidavit's been winning all over the place. Multiple states now showing interest in doing big audits. Wisconsin is getting ready to arrest people based on an affidavit that came in showing how they were cheating with care facilities, which we had an affidavit of that same thing in Arizona, how there was tons of people coming off of buses from care facilities that they were using their vote and cheating and stuff like that. Hey, it's all God, Karen. The thing is, people say, David, how is it that you think you're going to teach people when bad stuff happened to you and you didn't have the victory you want yet? I'm like, yeah, if I had the victory that I wanted already, we wouldn't be discussing anything about elections. We wouldn't be discussing affidavits. We wouldn't be blocking vaccines. We wouldn't be blocking people locking down businesses. None of that, right? I hope Pennsylvania is next. It's a little hard in Pennsylvania, Angry Pop, because Clements and Frank have gotten a hold to some stuff up there too. So things slow down. If you notice, everywhere they go, it puts on brakes. Everywhere they go. I don't know which counties. It might be all of them. I don't know. But he does have the contract for Michigan already. So that's what's being reported now. So if y'all want to go back and get Georgia, I'm telling you, we can get Georgia back going. Wisconsin is right on the brink because we already showed them that they were in maladministration through Carla Loeffler. And the government officials realize now, and now it's all moving back full circle. Well, JJ Robinson, if you want to get Georgia right now, is a perfect time to start doing affidavits and notices again, because we had affidavits that went in that's about to get people prosecuted in Wisconsin, which matched the affidavits that came in Arizona, even though we're in different places, which shows that this must have been a collective idea to cheat this way or do maladministration. So because of all of that, and because of what's happening in Arizona, where you guys see it popped out today that the attorney general here is already investigating Adrian Fontes and other people. So they're getting ready to go to prison possibly too. Now, on top of that, the people are pushing for the grand jury, and we did 6,000 plus notices to the attorney general. So he realized if he don't fix it, I don't know who's going to pay him all, but usually it's always the people. If it's the government that pays them, it's our money. If it's the people that pay them, it's our money. It's all the same. It really don't matter. I don't trip out over the little specific details of who's going to pay him. Doesn't matter to me. We're going to have the audit and we're going to win. Oh my gosh. Sir, the people have the authority to access whatever, right? That's what the people have the right to do, to instruct our legislature. So if we tell the legislature to do something, we're telling them to do it. That is our right. We have all authority. What's missing? Can you help me understand what's missing, my friend, what you're not getting? Because the people have all authority. We told them to do it. Who else has any more power? If you don't understand that, this might not be the video for you, because I understand that you might be a little frustrated or upset about something, or you got something you're trying to say, but you're not being clear. And it's a waste of our time, because we're over here having a good time because the people are winning yet again. And you're asking me about some stuff about that don't even make sense, because the people have all political power. Who's controlling the audit? We are freaking controlling it, because we told them to do it when they didn't want to do it. And now they're doing it. They told everybody in Michigan they ain't doing it, and now they're doing it. So who has all the power? We do. It's simple. We run stuff. We, they, bosses. That's right, Brian Carter. We, the people, gonna freaking handle this stuff, right? We ain't freaking playing. So, guys, you got to see that your power is amazing. When y'all get together and start telling people what to do, they freaking listen. And so we openly told y'all, oh, we're going to get an audit in Michigan. We had no situation where we doubted. We had no situation where we thought, oh, no, it might not happen. It's looking dim, right? You can see that some of the other guys in the news world were like, oh, it'll never happen. It's all blown. It's messed up, right? It's messed up. It's not going to happen. We don't have the power. The affidavit must not have worked. Bruh. And didn't I tell y'all, I'm not worried at all, right? I'm not shaking. I don't give a freak what they say on the surface, because I understand what servants do. When servants start falling into line, they shut the freak up. For the people who don't understand how this works, they think that that means nothing is happening. And I'm like, okay. But then Matt came out and told y'all that he was talking with 3 legislators. Then he had another one. He got the 4th, and he was teaching them like real men do. See, soft people sit back and complain. They're so, messed up in their nerves. They're like, oh, it looks like it's not going to happen. What do we do when they won't hear us? Who's going to come and defend us? Who's going to come show our rights for us? Right? And we stand on our rights, and we show you guys how to be consistent and strong and trust in God and trust in the work that you do. And we tell you to follow the law. And don't move off the law. Don't let them run from the law. So we live in a totally different life here, guys. We're having victories. We're having people who are not getting forced to have mandates. They're not getting fired. They're not having to deal with any of them stupid issues. They're laughing and joking and playing around, while people are on the other side of the fence crying, taking shots to freaking appease people, getting sick. Some people are dying because they have fear and they refuse to stand on the law. See, the Bible tells us that God's people perish for a lack of knowledge. But the next verse is what's crazier than all of it, because God didn't say knowledge was not available. He says next, because they reject it, and because they reject it, he will reject them. He will reject them. So guys, you got to understand, there's a lot of guys in this movement who are weak and just feckless and talking stupid and telling you nothing will happen and you're too late and we need to get out in the streets and act crazy, because they have no law, no truth, no faith in God, no understanding, and they're trying to block you from learning the truth. Hey Kay, is it Shanley? That's right, ma'am. The best is yet to come. It's about to get ugly for the bad guys. And see, guys, what's happening is we're having these victories and it's causing a ripple effect around the nation. It's like the shot heard around the world. When we start dropping fire on people and something happens, it gives courage for other people to move, and other people are moving. They're giving notices and affidavits everywhere, and sheriffs are getting hyped up like, oh no, we throwing people in prison. And they thought that they would stop us. They thought that they would stop us. And y'all got to realize they can't. And we got whiners trying to prove to us how dirty and deep state-ish their state is. I'm like, dude, we got mafia and Jesuit connected people in Arizona and ran them over. There's mafia and Jesuit connected people in Michigan. They just got ran over. They told y'all in Arizona they're not doing audits. They call people neo-Nazis. We got the audit anyway. They told you they would never, the board of supervisors told y'all that the Arizona legislature will never get their grubby hands on a single ballot. And we ran them over. The Department of Justice said that they would shut down the audit. And we gave them notice and ran them over. They talked all this junk about what they were going to do. By God, we ran them over. In Michigan, they told you they're not giving up the ballots, just like they said in Arizona. They said the same thing in Georgia. They got ran the freak over. In Michigan, they told you that nobody will be doing the audit here. They got ran the freak over. They sent 73 Perkins Coie attorneys to Arizona. They got ran the freak over by the same people. How many times, y'all, do we have to see the same thing over and over again before we start believing that we got all the power? Ooh, that Joshua 1:9 King James Version is fire. I love it so much. My son showed it to me in church where God clearly says, did I not tell you not to be dismayed, not to be afraid? Did he not tell you? See, God lets you know that we don't need to fear these people. Now, that's funny. Y'all put these two verses in a row. Brenda Hill put Psalm 94. My daughter Yami gave me that verse in church. Bubs, my son, gave me Joshua 1:9 in church. It's funny. Y'all put them in there in that order, and they happened in that order. But this is how powerful God is. That's right, Melly Mel. God gives us the spirit of power, right? Not of fear and weakness. We are winning, guys. That's right, Luke 11:52. The attorneys who tried to hide the knowledge are getting shown out upon. God is letting us win. God is letting us have massive victory. God is doing the unthinkable in our lifetime. He's showing us how good he is. The latest is Michigan got their audit going now. They got the contract with the best in the nation, Jovan, Hudden, Pulitzer. And guys, we got to be thankful to Jovan. The haters are going to start coming out against Jovan now, guys, because he's good and he's helping the people. And we got some groups, guys. Some of them audit check groups are connected to Chinese bad guys and had information on Chinese bad guys. Don't put it out there. Don't tell. Connecting people with other bad guys and deep state stuff, and they're hiding information from the people. They won't come out and tell what they know. And working together with people like Salty Lulu and going back and forth. Salty Lulu was working with Clements, who has Chinese dirty man who snuck into the audit as his handler for his channel. All those first audit chats, same guy connected to them. Guys, I'm telling you, is that what I did wrong? Because I'm sure I won already. Wrong with what, Mary Moss? But guys, you got to understand that we the people have the power to dictate policy all over. We're going to tell the government officials what they're going to do, and they're going to listen. And those notices and affidavits are so damning, guys, and so painfully constructed that when these people see them, they start to break. Some of them try to hide that they're breaking. Some of them are still getting talked to by attorneys. Clemens now says he was never with those audit groups. He's such a liar, man. That dude. Oh, he has a different now. That dude is so fake. He lies so much. Yeah, Lulu was already flipped out. Lulu was an agent trying to destroy everything and got busted. I tried to tell y'all, though. I tried to tell y'all back in the beginning. People like, David, why are you causing division? I'm like, they ain't even connected to us. They're already divided, man. Don't get mad at me, right? These dudes been cheating. But Kesho and Clemens running around the nation trying to take a picture with every politician they can, trying to tell them not to deal with us, not to work with us or whatever. Oh, yeah, we can't have a prayer to protect Jovan. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come thanking you for your goodness. We come thanking you for your mercy and truth and blessings. We thank you so much, Father, for giving us another beautiful audit. You are an amazing God. You show us that our suffering, Father, is for a good reason. Father, I thank you, Father, for letting me suffer. I thank you for everything that happened with my little guys, Father. I thank you for not giving them back to me before your appointed time, because I see now, Father, that you had a plan for the nation and for everybody else. And Father, I know that you got my little guys protected, Father. I know that you have them under your hand and that you're a better daddy than I am. And Father, with all the want and will that I have to be daddy right now, Father, I know that you are holding things in order, just like you did for Abraham. And Father, I just come asking, Father, that you bless all the people under the sound of my voice. We come thanking you, Father, for this major victory. We come thanking you for Jovan, Father. We come thanking you for his love of country, Father. And Father, we ask that you bless the hands of Jovan, bless his heart, bless his mind, bless his family, bless his soul. Father, give him a crown of knowledge and wisdom to go along with the knowledge and wisdom he already has. Father, protect him from any evil. Bless him, Father. Open up opportunities for him, Father. Take care of him financially with the things he needs to get this audit done, Father. Bless him with open doors, Father. Knock down any corruption that tries to attack him or goes against him. And Father, we ask that you just continue to look out for all of us. Continue to give us even more audits, Father, as we know you will. Continue to give us more wins as we know you will. And continue to bless us and help us, Father, for those of us who trust and believe in you and hope in you, because you said you would. And your word is yea. Your word is perfect. There is no God like you. You are almighty. You are wonderful. You continue to show us amazing things. And we love what you do. We love your timing. We love your wisdom, your perfection. We love your ability, Father, to turn things straight, Father, that are crooked, to show us new things, Father, to show us your might, to show us your power and how you will devour the enemy before us if we trust in you. So, Father, we just thank you for this. We ask that you bring more souls to you through your Son, Jesus Christ, by these wonderful works you are doing. Give people hope, Father, comfort, strength. Let them have joy again, Father. Let them have laughter again, Father, as you tear down the deep state and show them, based on what you let us see in Psalm chapter 9, that they are but men. Take the nations, Father, and make them tremble before you and crumble all the oppressors, all the wicked, Father. Break them. And Father, give us joy again. Give us a smile again, Father. Give us happiness again. Let the people be returned who have been taken captured by oppressors, the children by oppressors, those trafficked by oppressors, Father, and destroy, Father, the wickedness that has been plaguing this nation. And Father, let there be a great revival of people coming to you, Father. Let it be a great harvest, Father, of people coming to you so that we can give testimony of your goodness to the children of man, Father, for the generations to come. And we just thank you so much for all you do, for what you will do, Father, and those things that you have done for us. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, guys. So it's that good smoke, that good fire. Hey, Kathleen Armstrong on here, because I see somebody talking about Kathleen Armstrong. Kathy Armstrong, can you tell me what state you're in? Because I think you left a comment the other day. And there's another lady named Kathleen Armstrong that is not you. So Kathleen Armstrong, I think this is you. Well, maybe Deperna will stop saying what you do don't have teeth. I don't know anything about that because we got audits everywhere and he did what we said. So that don't make sense. Are you the Kathleen Armstrong though that is Miss Poo Poo, or are you another Kathleen Armstrong? Because you might not be the lady I'm talking about. And guys, I know there's attorneys like Clements and Gail Golick, who's not an attorney who says that what David does has no teeth. But once again, what David does is the only thing that you've ever seen done in any state that got an audit. If you can show any other state that got an audit without what I did, yeah, I know. I never heard DePerno say that. DePerno and I have a very good relationship, as well as Josh Barnett and the others. But yeah, that's some bull. I've never heard that in my life. Clements will say it, of course. But you got to understand, it is what it is. Yeah, I feel bad for Marilyn Todd, but she has her beliefs now of what won't work. And here it is. We got another audit. And it's funny, one of the very things that Nick and them say, they're like, well, it didn't work in Michigan. Bruh. Yeah, somebody could say stuff on the live chat, Carla, you know, oh, it don't have teeth. What is teeth? Has anybody defined teeth? And the people who say that my stuff has no teeth, can we see the victories they have for the people to show that what they have teeth? Let me tell y'all something else too. Like the Bible says, you can say that my documents don't have teeth, but guess what? God made me a threshing tool with teeth. Right? So I understand very well how to have teeth and destroy stuff. Some of the other guys don't understand. They can't show y'all nothing in the law that says what they say. So what happens, guys, is we get a lot of people in little fan clubs that like to go hang out and praise each other, but they have nothing they can do that's victorious. And they sit back on the sideline. They wait until we get the things going, and then they jump in and act like they have something to do with it. So Clements wants to talk about what happens in the Arizona audit. He had nothing to do with it. He talked about how he was in the know. And then when it was time for the audit revelation to come out, it's crazy that when the audit revelation came out, Josh was the first person to speak, and they gave him credit for starting the audit. So, you know, I hear what a lot of people say, right? I hear a lot of them sitting back talking, you know, Nick and all those guys, they can bring all these attorneys on shows. I remember when they had Hursty on a show. Nick had Hursty, he had Susan Senbrino, he had Clements on the show, and they let this guy Hursty just talk. And after Hursty just talked, what ended up happening, I don't know where Poo Poo went. When they let Hursty talk, what ended up happening is that they didn't put him under oath. So we make people swear under oath, or we don't believe what they say. Clements let this clown just spit out stuff, and they use Nick's channel as just a place to talk about what never happened. You leave teeth marks. My grill. I need some gold aluminum foil. But this is the thing, guys, is that if y'all notice, they had these people on the show, and it was people in the comments saying, man, get this dude Clements off of here and get Dave on here, man. Y'all just let this dude play, right? And that's the thing, you know, you got to realize, guys, when the bar is doing all this wrong to people, and Clements will tell y'all the bar is evil and wrong, and he never prosecuted any of the government officials who were in the bar who did wrong. There you go. That shows you that he don't believe what he's saying enough. If he keeps paying union dues to the bar association, you don't believe they're really that dirty. I believe Sidney Powell, who's a real fighter, I believe Lynn Wood, I believe some of these other people should stop paying union dues to these clowns in the bar, because they're chasing them with everything they got just for standing up for the people. You should be happy to just be one of the people. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can play all these games and stuff like that, you know, where we're like, we want to stand for the people, but then you keep working with the devil. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people, not sure, I don't really even keep up with it. You know, so many people. I'm thankful for what Nick did with opening doors for me to come out and talk to the people, but that, you know, that's really God's work. I thank him for doing that. But when you roll with the dirty and you can't come out and tell, like, you making a decision on what side you want to be on. I love him as a man, but, you know, I can't really play that stuff. You know, the people are going to get it. And just like we got our second audit, guys, people are saying, what's up with the grand juries? We'll never get it. It ain't going to happen. Yeah, we going to get the grand jury too. We going to get everything we want. So there's going to be a forensic audit in Michigan. Yep, the contract is already signed with Jovan Hutton Policer, the best in the nation. He is the best we have. He is the strongest we have. There is nobody in America who has the talent that Jovan Hutton Policer has, who has the courage he has, and who's going to stand straight up in the people's face and tell them everything that's going on one way or another. It will not happen. It will not happen. It is impossible. It is impossible, right? That God is going to be mocked. There you go, Lori Urban. I love the heck out of you. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all kick so much butt, and y'all so, you know, there's people in this movement, guys, who are just, Matt Spencer, you too. I see your name and I just get happy. You guys are encouraged so much. There's some people who just got faith and strength. That's right, Dime Bar is coming, baby. You too, Unity. There's people who build up the people and help us to be stronger. We're fighting against the deep state. We are literally fighting people who love the devil. And a lot of you guys actually build us up with encouragement. There's people who want us dead all day and night, right? There's somebody who came to me years ago when I first started exposing stuff about CPS, and they're like, Dave, if you'll roll with us, we'll give you all the fame you want. We'll connect you with tons of people. We'll put you in front of everybody. We got all the connections. I'm like, I'm good. I'll pass. I'll roll with God. What was I supposed to get somebody? Somebody told me to give them something. I was just supposed to be grabbing something to send to somebody, and I forgot what it was. Oh, okay. There's a Bible verse. So, you know, hold on one second. Plentifully. So what I want you guys to understand is that we're living in a different way, guys. We're living in faith. One thing that faith will do is make you take action that you would never take. It'll make you fight in a way that you would never fight, you know? And I want you guys to see the goodness of God. I want you guys to see that God is amazing, and that when we trust and take action, big things happen. And guys, we're not taking small actions. We're taking big, crazy action that people are like, oh, that'll never work. That'll never happen, right? That'll never happen. And what happens is that when we step forward and do what it is to kick butt, God can bless us and give us that big victory. And God doesn't want us to do little things. God wants us to do big things, right? God wants us to do big things, and he has placed in our lives big things to do if we will trust him. And he tells us how he will strengthen our heart. So Psalm 27, you see where it talks about how God is our rock, our salvation, our strength. And then you see where it talks about how if we continue with God, right, and we trust in him, that he will strengthen our hearts. So you're not going to always have all the courage and built up strength when you start. But if you trust in God and you believe in him and you hope in him, he will strengthen your heart and make you even tougher. And people will say, Dave, how is it that you're so tough, man? How is it that you're doing these things, man? People want to kill you. You ain't sleeping. You're continuing to fight. You know, audits are happening. Good things are happening. Kids are coming home. How did you know this was going to happen? No, I didn't know everything God would do. I knew God was going to do. I knew that I had to do things to be pleasing to God, and I had to willfully do it with passion and with joy, with all my might, and God was going to bless the work of my hands. The Bible tells you how everything that the righteous man does will prosper. So God will look at you, and if you trust in him, you believe in with him, you're fighting for him, he'll start blessing your hands with stuff you ain't got no business in the world sense doing. Me, as a Negro from the ghetto, has no business teaching people the law about freedom. They say that our people were slaves, and God is using me to teach freedom. How does this even make sense? A non-freaking lawyer. I am not a lawyer. I never went to law school. I never got a license to practice a dang thing, nor do I want to. And God is using a nobody like me. So you know it's God. You know exactly who it is. You know it. When people say you'll never get an audit, all these brilliant attorneys in the nation, there is no way by which you will ever get an audit. There is no way. That's right. 10K don't play. Jennifer Harmon talking that good stuff. But that's the thing, guys. People told y'all no audit would happen in Michigan. Look, because we don't see it. And I did a show not too long ago, a couple of months ago, where people were saying how because they didn't see it, it ain't going to happen. That's a good comment, Brian. I appreciate you for that, Nick Lowe. Very beautiful comment. It's so true. And we're going to blow the back out of that association by law, by God. But that's the thing, guys. People told y'all it ain't going to happen because they couldn't see it. And then I just did a video recently telling y'all it ain't about what you see. It ain't about what you see. You don't walk by sight. You walk by faith. The just shall live by his faith. When things start shaking and things start moving and you can't figure out which way to go because you can't see, God ain't in the business of dealing with life based on what you see. God is outside of this world, above this world, greater than this world, controls this world. He is not limited by what's in front of your fallible eyes. Your eyes can see only so many feet. God's eyes can see into the future, see the past and the present at the same time. God ain't worried about your failures. God ain't worried about what you look like, how much money in your pocket, how much influence you got. He ain't worried about none of that. God can take a whole lot of nothing and make a whole bunch of something with ease. What is too hard for God? What is too hard for God? Nothing. Nothing is too hard. And y'all got to realize when people were mocking and laughing and joking, saying it didn't work, they got all 10,000 affidavits and nothing worked there. It don't work in every state. Then boom. Oh, we got an audit again. Again, right? So I just like to share with y'all how beautiful God is, how strong he is. We told y'all what was going to happen. We told y'all audits was going to come. If people in the states would stand strong and keep moving as we're telling them what to do, they'll do very well. We got some work to do in Georgia because people have to be consistent. Pennsylvania, I don't really deal with them like that. So I don't know. New Hampshire, I ain't dealing with New Hampshire like that when it comes to Maryland and them, because when she tells me how crooked they are and how they'll never listen, they ain't gonna listen to affidavits, they don't care about that, and it don't work in every state, then do it yourself, right? I'm not playing a game with dirty people also involved that's trying to tell people at the same time what won't work. You either gonna believe in God and trust and do what works, or you not. Don't matter to me either way. Somebody will step up in your place. The first lady who did not want to do the affidavits in Michigan, you too, Nicole, who didn't want to do the affidavits in Michigan, played games, didn't turn them in, lost her chance. Matt DePerno and Bill Bailey stepped up. Game over, right? Now God will write their names in history by letting them be the ones used to do a wonderful work, right? There's other people who play games and don't want to really fight for real and all that stuff. They will be ran over, left hanging, and God will use who he uses. So I'm not running around begging people to try. I'm not begging people to have faith. I'm not begging people to be consistent. I don't want to work with the people who won't have faith or be consistent. or the people who act like, oh, well, unless you do it our way, and that's through attorneys and courts that never, ever, ever worked anytime, anywhere in America, right? They're even trying to take people's license. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. But guys, you see that we win through consistency. I got your back, Terry. We win through consistency. Something strange keeps happening to me when I watch Dave Only. My phone has been buffering since I sent my hello and did this last night. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm thankful for you being part of the team, Allison. We got the best fighters in the entire world. There's nobody in the nation, I think, that's better than the team we have. And when I say the team, I don't mean just me and Josh. I mean all of you guys. You guys are powerful. Y'all shake the nation. Y'all take action with so much stuff. Y'all blow backs out. Y'all knock racks out. If y'all were car people, y'all even pull jacks out, start lifting stuff up. Love Trump. What about y'all? Right on. I'm in Michigan. So Kathleen Armstrong, are you also Miss Poo Poo? That's my question. Or are you the other Kathleen Armstrong who messaged on the video the other night about the affidavit that was sent to the person in Wisconsin who helped the woman who got the information to the sheriff? That's what I'm asking. Are you the same person? I know there's one Kathleen that I blocked for trolling. But anyway, guys, God is good, y'all, and we're winning. So let me know. Y'all tell me, okay, y'all, that's Miss Poo Poo. That's somebody totally different. So, guys, I want to ask you guys, can y'all feel that mighty shaking fire smoke that God is bringing? I mean, y'all just let me know. Like, everybody was saying about all this, not everybody. A lot of people were saying, ain't nothing gonna happen. You put in them affidavits and notices and it didn't happen. And I'm like, oh, because it didn't happen yet, it don't mean nothing. I don't hear there's an audit in Michigan, but of course they won't be announcing that. Of course, if you listen to the regular news, you ain't hearing that smoke. Woo! Oh yeah, we're gonna tear them jabs up too. They gonna get that freaking business. Woo, baby. Right? So guys, are y'all feeling it though? Like I'm just asking y'all because we told y'all what was gonna happen, guys. We came beforehand and showed y'all what God showed us. And you see it's just coming through over and over and over again. All that judge junk where, oh, what judge said. I don't give a freak about what a judge said. We control the freaking nation. Big victory coming soon in my school board battle, brother. I can feel it. I have my job farm campaign of the day. There you go. Lots of thanks to Kathy, Emma James, and groups in helping me so far. Yeah, Jose Lugo is a freaking bad Mama Jam. I love that dude. I made a challenge to him early on, and he freaking blew the back out of the challenge with all his heart and did what was necessary. I was at an event about a week ago in Gaylord and specifically talked about you. He told me that what you were teaching has no teeth. I don't know, Miss Poo Poo, you be trolling, so I can't believe what you say. When somebody real comes out and says for themselves what they think about me, it's cool. But other than that, I don't believe it. And I'll tell you that actions speak louder than words anyway. So if he, as an attorney, did the affidavit that I gave to him and I got the email receipts and he would say something like that, then it is pretty funny because he did the affidavit that I put there. And if it had no teeth, then definitely no attorney would take anything from a non-attorney. That wouldn't happen. But also, I don't trust what you say. So just like that, I recognize that Miss Poo Poo is the one I blocked on YouTube on Telegram for trolling. And I took the block off to ask the question the other day. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm calling BS like a mud, B-Joy. I blocked the heck out of that channel on Telegram a while back for trolling like a mother, you know? But anyway, guys, God has given us some See, that's right. See, he gave a speech that night and mentioned affidavit. And notice, yeah, she just said she's Miss Poo Poo. That's why I realized she's not the same one that spoke the other day. And she's not, she's the one I blocked for trolling. And she said, I was Miss Poo Poo. No, she is Miss Poo Poo. So that's the thing, guys. There's a lot of people who are trolls who run around acting silly. That was a joke of my Michigan comment. LOL. I just emailed every Republican legislature just yesterday and asked them what on earth are they doing, and asked them what on earth we are doing an audit for with our Republican legislature. That's funny. So thank you so much. I think that was Stella who said that. Well, yeah, I blocked Miss Poo Poo for trolling. So I have been directing people to your channel. I do see the affidavit notices affecting and getting results, especially when Merrick Garland DOJ got put on the spot, and I knew. Yeah, that junk is hilarious. Like a lot of people respect these clowns out here that come at people and make threats and all that stuff, and we just go after them or whatever. And then we see they're in trouble, and everybody's like, holy crap, I know exactly what happened. There are so many bots out here that disrupting every fake account was fake followers. It's all part of the plan to keep people off center. Yeah, that's the thing. God is working, so it's amazing. OG Grandma, thank you so much. Merrick Garland caught that smoke. He caught them PCAPs, and he ain't really like it. Victory is catchy. We loving a victory, y'all. Like, we got to give God praise and honor and glory. I would sing in my terrible church voice, but I ain't gonna do that. People would be running up out of here like, God said make a joyful noise, Dave, not a terrible noise. Woo! Can someone please help with the mandate? We can all get together and destroy mandates. You should be in the Telegram group, Connect We. You might want to hit me up at Dave Cares for You on Telegram, and then we can get you in there. Kath Armstrong, you're wrong about DePerno. He was talking about the original affidavits, not David Jose affidavits. There you go. See, that's the thing. There's some other people who did affidavits following the Trump attorneys, and they didn't do very well at all anywhere in any state. But those attorneys were acting kind of dirty, double crossing. Matt DePerno put himself on a line for real. PCAPs, packet captures. There is evidence of real stuff in our words. So when we say PCAPs, that means we got real evidence of that smoke and that fire. How many people are going to be lying soon saying they knew affidavits were? It's funny that Gail Golick and Clements are actually sharing each other's stuff, talking about doing affidavits. It's unfreaking real. I'm like, wait, you the dude who was talking about pouring water on affidavits that Gail Golick went and got when she was going around the nation looking for people who would cross me. And she came with Clements, who talked about, well, you know, I'm going to pour some water on these affidavits, even though I didn't read them yet. He had a copy of Matt DePerno and Bill Bailey's affidavit that came from me, and he was going to be the judge. Y'all remember that? A couple of days after that, we had Ivan? A couple of days after that, we had a discussion. We had a debate online, and he caught them PCAPs. He caught some smoke. Let's see. Were you talking about me, Ivan, on Telegram? I got a lot of messages recently. We could get low. So that's the thing, guys. I just wanted to come on and give you guys the good news. Sorry, Ivan, my bad, bro. I didn't mean that. Hey, Lady Bell, this hot fire coming clean, like off the grill. This junk is hilarious. It's so funny how God gives you the wisdom to have victory. Yeah, he kept saying, "What's your remedy? What's your remedy?" Like he doesn't understand the difference between remedy and force. He thinks that legal remedy is the same thing as force. Legal remedy is your lawful method to get justice. We got two audits. He thinks force is the same thing as remedy. If you can get the cops to force somebody, you're the man. Okay, so Clemens, how many cops did you get to force audits? None. How many people did you force to go to jail who cheated? None. People say affidavits need a judge to review. Yeah, the people are the judge and the legislature are their servants. So when we review the affidavit or when we write it, we're holding court and telling them what the freak to do, and they're good at listening. Dave keeps revealing truth like the mother. Hey, this Chuck is crazy because they tried to tell us what is not going to happen. That's right. He thinks force equals remedy, and it does not. You can feel the shift of God through people that he uses as his soldiers. That's right, guys. When God uses us, it's a glorious and beautiful thing. Where are their audits? There was one in Arizona, and there's another one now contracted in Michigan. There's going to be another one in another state that we're working on. I'm just keeping it a little quiet because them trolls, whenever we say where we're going to get an audit, they start going there trying to talk to the people to stop it. So it's super good. We need truth. That's right. We got to have truth everywhere, man. Yeah. And I just want to tell y'all once again, thank you guys for, because we couldn't do a lot of this stuff. That's right. Gail begging for donations. Clemens got 500,000 off of y'all. I'm sorry about Behizzy and Nick pushing that guy out there like he was something real. And, you know, I'm telling y'all that Populist Revolt channel that wouldn't show our affidavits, she cut them off when we were getting ready to show. What was happening with that company, that ES&S. She literally wouldn't put that affidavit on her website. And so after that, I said, listen, I'm not doing this junk no more. I'll never give you another dang thing. Big Dan, love you. I'll never give you another dang thing ever. Yeah, and why would you need AC in Arizona right now? The high is 80 something. It's wonderful here. I've used to last somebody earlier today. Like, man, I work in my friend's garage in my car. It'd be 110, 120. I'd be up in that mud, sweating like a mud with a welding jacket on. That junk is crazy, you know. But the thing is, guys, is that you know, God has given us good judgment and wisdom, and he's showing us what to do. He's showing us what works. He's proving once again that it's really him. I'm telling y'all, I ain't got it in me to be able to do all this stuff without God pushing me. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm feeling good. 2-year bill, 1975 Kawasaki Z1900 finally done. Is that a 1000? KZ 1000? That would be sick if you got one of those. But the thing is, guys, it's sad because a lot of these people, they play games and they get funny and they're not really trying to get y'all victory. They've been trying to stop us. And when God lets you work and do good things and you suffer, guys, like I'm totally cool with what God has allowed to happen with my little guys and all the suffering, because I realize this was necessary for us to have the blessings we need. It was necessary. And God is a good God. And the victory for all the people. Ooh, KZ 750. Guys, there was that what's that turbo 750 Honda? There was a turbo 750 bike. Super cool. But I'm telling y'all, you know, it's crazy because when God lets you go through tough stuff and it doesn't go your way and you can't understand it, you can't see, all you can do is trust him. And, you know, not having your little guys. I was one of those guys, taught your fingers to fight. Oh my gosh, Dennis, that verse, that hit me so hard. I know what that was when he said he taught David how to fight where he could bend a bow with his own hands. You hurt when you don't have your little guys, but then God starts blessing you. I love the cars. God starts blessing you to see why he can't give you stuff too soon. And God loves the people so much. You got to think about this. We got a God that loves the people so much that he knew the people didn't have the ability to pay. Liberty Lion, you may have had a good conversation with her. It's not about being misinformed. She came back and apologized later for blocking the affidavit from going out to the people. That was in the midst of the time where we could have crushed everything that they were doing, and she blocked it. So then she came back and apologized. So that was 100% wrong, right? You don't give your enemy headway and block things that will destroy them. If you notice David, when he fought in the Bible, he cut the enemy's head off completely. He did not play with the enemy. He didn't say, maybe I should give you a second chance. When he struck the enemy in the head with the smooth stone, he jumped up over him, took his sword out of his own, off of his own person, and chopped his freaking head off with it. So when we are dealing with fighting the deep state, you don't do anything to give the deep state relief. And especially if you're scared about what somebody else is going to do to you. I'm not really, people offer to kill me, guys, often. People tried to kill me a few times. And I realized that God loves the people so much. And I'm going to get back to this point. God loved the world so much that he gave his only begotten son. So when you look at what happens with God giving his only begotten son, God did not hold back heaven's best because he loved the people so much. So when you look at what God has done with my little guys, the dryer just like, what up, cuz? When you look at the little guys, God is totally righteous in using the little guys that he gave me for a time to make me focus on what he wants me to focus on. He did a good job. God got my attention because God was getting my attention before and letting me see that I needed to learn the law by showing me things popping up in the law. And in my soul, I knew I should be doing it. I didn't do it right away. There's multiple times that people tried to kill me. One person, I just got done blasting CPS at a meeting. We went out to go eat. I got out of a van down the road. They didn't know that I got out the van. And they jumped into the van with a whole group of ladies right at the door in the seat that I was at, looked in there, a big black dude, and I wasn't there. And they looked at him and like, what? The lady said, what the bleep are you doing in my van? And he said, somebody told me to open this door. So it was on purpose. It was just I wasn't there. They slashed my tires vertically before. They ripped all my lugs off before, and I was driving in the truck was on the freeway going, I thought it was a bad bearing, and I was hearing pink, pink, and it was a 6-lug truck. So I got down to 1 lug left, backed up in a QT, and the wheel went, fell off, and the tire went, blew up. So they were 100% trying to kill me, but God is good. I'm not worried about that because God is a boss. And when God delivers, God delivers. David talks about when Saul sent enemies to watch the house to kill him. And God preserved him. David lived to a good old age. So all the bad things you see happening to David, David talks about God's excellent deliverance, his mercy, his kindness, his protection. So I fully trust in God. I know in this world's eyes, I should be dead already. I should have been killed a long time ago. Oh, I had a story I was going to tell you about. I remember one time when I was little, my big brother was in a gang. And we lived in the worst area of Detroit. It was pretty outside, but it was one of the worst areas. And my big brother was going to the skating rink that my dad told him he should not go to. And my dad told him 2 places: stop going to the skating rink and stop. He told him don't go to the skating rink, and he told him to stay off on 7 Mile. And when he told him to stay off of 7 Mile, my big brother didn't listen, and he kept going to the skating rink. So he ended up having a fight. He said a dude was going around the skating rink and bumping him and bumping him and bumping him. And my big brother, we already know Kathleen. My big brother was 6'6", like 230, 240 pounds at the time. And he said this dude was bumping him. They ended up having a fight. My big brother picked him up by his neck like this and slammed him. And the guy hit a curb. They said the guy's eye just swole up big immediately. And my brother, pretty much just jacked him up extremely fast, like this quick. We understand, Kathleen. It almost seemed like you're trolling again. So please, let's be cool. It's okay. So anyway, my big brother slammed him. And the next thing that happened was one of my dogs, this guy named Moly, who used to be like a gangster in Detroit, super tough guy, whatever. I ended up teaching him. He got baptized in the church. Now he's a business owner doing great, owns a ton of trucks, a fleet. And what ended up happening was my big brother slammed the dude. The dude's face swelled up, right? And my guy Moly, my brother's friend, right? He was older than us or whatever. He used to play football for a really good team. And Moly saw my brother slam him. The dude was jacked up. My brother walked away. The other guy walked towards his car. Dude reached in the car, grabbed a sawed-off shotgun, pulled it out, and aimed it into the crowd right at my brother. Moly was like, "Hey, get out the way!" Like, call my brother by his name. My brother jumped completely over the car, and the dude let off the 12 gauge in the middle of the crowd. Blues, right? Hit the car or whatever. Didn't kill my brother, though. So somehow my brother got away. My brother ended up going back to our block, and he went to a guy's house we know named Russ. And Russ let him come into the house or whatever. He told him, "Oh, yeah, this guy trying to kill me or whatever, blah, blah, blah." Now, our house was down the street, so we don't get a warning. This tell you about these clowns, right? My big brother's acting like a clown. No warning. My big brother didn't tell us that this dude was shooting the house. Shooting up, trying to kill him. So my big brother goes to the house down the street. Oh, my gosh. So my big brother goes down the street, right? After my big brother goes down the street, the guy comes on the block and he goes to Russ's house and say, "Hey, where he at? I'm gonna kill him." So he's like, "Man, you ain't coming in my house, man. Whatever, get out of here with that bull crap," right? So he ended up talking funny or whatever. And Russ told him, like, "Man, get out of here. You're not messing with him." So then this dude goes down the street. My brother leaves the car that he took to the skating rink in the driveway. So the car is sitting in the driveway. My little sister is jumping up on the couch like this. And my mother, who's now dead, is like, "Stop jumping on the couch." My little sister just keep jumping. "Stop jumping on the couch." My little sister keep jumping. My mother never spanked us, right? My mother did not spank. She's jumping up and down. Doo, doo, doo. My mother reaches back and swings at her butt. My little sister jumps in the air, turns sideways to clear my mother's hand, and a bullet flies through the window and hits the wall, puts a hole in the wall, right? Hits the wall, put a hole in the wall, I guess hit some wood and fly out the wall and lands on the floor. So the guy is shooting up the freaking car, bullets flying in the house, and it's like, boop, boop, boop. I'm upstairs, sleep, right? I'm upstairs, sleep. They're shooting the freaking house up. So one of my relatives comes to my door upstairs, right? I'm asleep. And they're like, I could hear some pow, 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 right? But we heard gunshots so much. It's like, "Hey." So they come to the door and they're like, "Hey, David, they shooting the house up." They shot the house up, right? And I say, "Anybody dead?" They're like, "No." I'm like, "All right, I'm going back to sleep." This is when I was younger, right? This same dude came up to my school and was standing outside, and I had a dream he was going to come. And I was in the school and I wasn't going to be able to leave and go home. And I was like, "Man, screw this." I just walked literally by the dude. He looked at me. I looked him dead in his eye. And he didn't kill me, but, it was what it is. So in other words, guys, God has let me see a lot of stuff. A lot of people get killed, a lot of crazy things. And Literally, I'm like, oh, nobody's dead. All right, I'm going back to sleep. Because you know that you can get shot so easy in Detroit. I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to live to 19, right? So God has blessed me. When I hit 33, I'm like, dang, I lived as long as Jesus. Right? Now I'm 41 and I'm like, dang, God, this is good. Right? So I know, like, man, I should have been dead a long time ago, But it's crazy that God is so good that he lets you live and have strength. And you see some crazy things. Now, there's been times where I've been places and a shootout happens and I see somebody get their face blown completely off, right? So many yards away from me, I seen my first dead person at like 13 or 14, So, you know, I understand that God is mighty and powerful because I grew up where I should have been dead like forever ago, and not that I was doing stuff to get killed, but it was so much evil and so much wrong and so many people got shot up that it was just a normal part of my life. So right now I'm older and I see the good things that God does, and people say to me, "Oh, David, we gonna kill you." This, that. They came open on my YouTube and Facebook when I was stopping the people who helped to made the laws for CPS, and they were working with traffickers directly. And they had the traffickers like, "Oh, we're gonna get you, we're gonna kill you." I knew when they came to Arizona, I got a phone call from a guy who I got baptized, who used to be like a real street dude. They called him, Kathleen, I don't care that much. Like, you're going too far, for real. I said, it's cool, just relax, Gosh. So anyway, guys, so I'm like this, that a lot of stuff happens, and when that's right, when God got a will for you to do something, that he ain't no joke, but it is what it is, it's cool, it's cool, but anyway, guys, we're winning. Sade, hey, what's up? Guys, you got to realize that you got to stand strong no matter what. And we ain't got time to be playing games and doubting and worried. We need to live life to the fullest and win. Go after everything with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our might. So I know God has given me life. He's let me see beautiful little guys. My little guys are beautiful. Look, here's one. Here's one right here. Look at that beautiful little gal right there. Look at these beautiful little guys, right? Look at this beautiful little girl right here. Just gorgeous, And I know, guys, my little guys got some beautiful souls, and I pray and I say, God, I know you know how to take care of them. And then I say, God, make sure nothing bad happens to them. But I also understand that a lot of bad things that happened to me has given me mighty strength. And I don't want to be greedy and tell God what I desire, not realizing that my little guys, when they come back and I teach them, they're going to be some of the baddest mama jammas in the world when it comes to law and wisdom and understanding God. Is going to be mighty. And so I realized that, to become a diamond, you have to go through heat. You got to go through pressure. You got to have facets. You got to be multifaceted to be beautiful. And God knows how to create. Did your brother straighten up? Some of them did. some of them did better, but some of them a little rough, some of my brothers are no freaking joke. They're not the type of guys you would love to play with. I'll tell you that much, but the thing is, guys, is that God will let you suffer and he will direct you. And when you see the most fierce men in the earth that have killed people in a heartbeat, and then you see how God deals with people who he gives strength to, the strength of God is different, because God will let you be victorious and he'll destroy your enemies. I've seen people call themselves destroying me or coming after me and losing everything. I've seen one guy was racist toward me, and he lied on me, and he said some crazy things. And the next thing I know, I get a call that he had a seizure so hard that his calf muscle ripped off. Another one of the guys who was doing racist stuff with him, who made some comments and then tried to lie about it, he ended up dying like shortly after, you know. And so I've seen God deal with my enemies a lot. If you look at the deep state right now, they want to kill me. They openly let it be known, we gonna get you. And God destroys them and gets them caught up, and he gives us audits and let kids come back home. So I'm having fun. God is like giving us mighty victory. How could you be sad? You can't. You got to realize that God is a good God. And there's some people who play a game, and there's some people who play a game, and there's some people who are serious. You know, there's some people who really gonna trust God to do mighty things, and God is going to give them mighty victories because they really believe in him and they're not just talking about it. And then there's some people who say, oh, well, you know, we want to fight, we want to do this, whatever. So it's kind of like some of the people who came on my post the other day. I told everybody to get a YouTube channel. And I do that for a reason, guys, because I know how the deep state works. I know how Satan works. And God tells us that the ones who do what he wants us to do are not going to be ignorant of the wiles of the devil, meaning we're going to know the tricks he uses. So when I know they got rid of my 5,000 person account, I know that they gave strikes to people on YouTube. They're worried about us and we're getting people caught up like crazy. They understand that we're damaging everything they do, and they don't know how to stop it. And God is keeping them caught up and mixed up. But at any time, they can get rid of my YouTube, and everything that you guys want to learn and do will be gone. And so if we have 1,000 YouTubes ready to go, I shouldn't have to say this, but if everybody got YouTubes, we can always have a place to talk and everybody know each other, and I could have everybody subscribe now. The problem is that there's some people who are so greedy and selfish that they'll say, oh, I'm not going to just do this because you asked me to. Oh, it doesn't mean I'm a good person or bad person if I say I don't want to get a YouTube channel and I don't want to make a video. If you make one video, unless your YouTube channel be there so we can share it with everybody. After you get enough views, you can go live. When the deep state is trying to attack us, they got a ton of different channels on the regular TV that they can go to. But we're not smart enough to make sure we have a ton of channels. So if they get rid of one, we can go to another and another and another and another and another. Why not prepare for what people might try to do? I'm not doing this to punk you guys or make you guys feel bad. I'm doing it because I believe that many of you are fighters. And those of us who are not fighters, I don't want to work with you anyway. I will work for you. I will fight for you. I'll die fighting for you. But I don't want to put you out there if you don't want to be there. I want you to fight because you want to fight. But just having a channel ready allows me to say, hey, guys, they got rid of my channel. Can somebody else from my Telegram let us do videos on another? And y'all can share all my videos and do whatever. So if I die or something happens to me, you got the knowledge going to everybody. Kathy will hook all y'all up. And other people will hook all y'all up so you can have every video I ever did so your kids don't lose their future. But the same people who say stuff like, oh, I ain't going to do it. And if you think it's like that, I don't like you. I'm like, okay. Those are the same people, though, who message me and say, David, they're trying to get rid of my job. Thank you so much, Sade. You the bomb. You know, these same people be like, Dave, I need a notice for my job right now. They're trying to get rid of me and I got to protect my family. I'm like, dude, I could have said I'm going to kiss everybody's butt for my own family, and I didn't do that. So why can't we all come together and just love everybody enough to fight for everybody if you want to fight? Now, if you don't want to fight, just say I'm a bust. I'm weak as heck. I don't want to fight. But the main lady who was talking that stupid stuff, I blocked her. I told her, please block me. I think that some of these people think that they can hold their company like they know you or going to make a difference in your life if they decide to tell you they're not going to fight in front of everybody. I'm like, I don't give a freak if you're going to block me. If you won't work with me or help me, or if you mad at me, I don't give a freak. It's not like you making a change anyway. God is the one making a change. If I act stupid, God will run me over. So what does it matter if you come or you don't? It's an honor to be used by God. It's an honor to fight for the people. It's an honor to stand. This ain't you giving somebody a gift to this world where you're the only person who can do it. You get in God's way, he will run you over. He will run you completely over. All these deep state people who've been talking junk about how we ain't going to get this, we ain't going to get that. God just been rolling them over like a steamroller. He don't play. He does not play. That's a good verse, Clyde. But anyway, guys, I love the heck out of all you guys. I wanted to come on and give that good news tonight, give y'all a little bit of word, give y'all a little bit of encouragement, letting y'all know that y'all are winning by God. Don't be fearful. Don't be scared. Don't be down. You guys are the bomb. You guys are strong. You guys are good fighters. You guys have trusted and believed. And where you had a lack of belief, you let God help your unbelief. And now you get stronger and better. You've been sticking around. I want you to be encouraged. Don't be doubting. I thank you guys so much for all you do. You are blessed and wonderful. And God loves you. I love you. And I want you guys to know good things are going to happen, right? Good things are going to happen. And for everybody who's going to open up a YouTube channel, I appreciate you guys. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm getting a little tired. It got dark and I'm up this late. I don't know how late it is, but I'll probably be back up at 2. Let's see. What time is it? It's 8:26 and my body's like, woo, you know. But anyway, but that's the thing, guys, is that, you know, God is amazing. We're going to continue to have victory. We're going to continue to win, guys. And when all these clowns are telling y'all what don't work and what ain't right, don't listen to that junk. You know, it's all God. You know, I'm a nothing. I'm a nobody. I thank you guys for letting me talk to you and dealing with me during a time where you couldn't see what was happening, but you had enough faith and belief to see the truth and understand it. I thank you for the good discernment that you guys have shown that God has let you have. For those of you who have stuck with me as I've been trying to teach and break stuff down and make it simple, and those of you who have given me good advice on how to do things better and make things the way that they need to be for everybody to understand, and telling me what type of videos and things I need to do. I thank you guys so much. What's up, Big Warren? All of you guys, you know, you have really helped me a lot. And I'm appreciative, and I want you guys to know that it does give me good energy when I get to talk to you amazing champs. So anyway, love the heck out of y'all. This video is yours. Y'all stay out of trouble. Open doors. I'm from the 313. We used to be kind of poor, but now I'm used by God, a real man, threshing tool for war with teeth. Got them hanging like them funny days with Reeves. I'm getting happy. CanCon Live just showed up in the show. I'm young Dave. They call me Chocolate Brother Negro with ashy elbows. I'm having fun killing the deep state, going for blows. 313 7 Mile Pearson. Where's Antoine? Dropping it, keeping it low. We got Deborah Nicole Sade in the house. She got some hands like this and praying hands, a heart in the blouse. I'm like, where's the deep state? God, smack you in the mouth. We gonna do some recuperation, restoration, and have Trump back in the house. Have that funny dude, poopy guy, kicking him out. People tried to cheat and hate on us, but we got the route. Getting funny, we not chasing money. We bringing back the Republicans. Haters think it's funny, but we own the money. Spoken word, stuff you never heard off the top of the dome. I like funny stuff. I just put it on my car, call it chrome. Put some turbo stuff on there so I can go real fast. Because when I get my kids back in the nation, we going to have a blast. That's the truth. We going to raise it like the roof. I'm getting funny like them dudes from down south with the gold tooth. All right, y'all, I'm being silly. Let's go, Brandon. Oh no, I got a race, dude. Hey, I tell people I make a joke. I'm like, I'm racist. And people are like, what? Like, yeah, I'm racist. And I'm like, I just don't like people who don't race. I don't know exactly where I am in Michigan, but he just got the contract. It's been widely reported today. So that's a twofer. That's Arizona and Michigan. Can't remember not too long ago, people were saying, it didn't work in Michigan. It don't work in every state. I'm like, just wait. Oh, no. It don't work. I'm like, no, see, there's the part where we do the affidavits, and then there's the part that you got to teach the government why they can do what they're supposed to do. No, my dryer is on extra long cycle. I got to make sure it's extra dry and extra warm. Right? So when it's 50 at night, you put it on, it's good. Race that car. Yeah, you got to race, guys. You got to race. But so we got the contract going, and that's a blessing, right? So good guys do the work, and it's good, We also know, like I told y'all today, I'm going to put the video out if the Lord wills, where the other lady got her stuff going with the garden or whatever. She went against the community garden with the affidavit. We got a ton of people who use affidavits to get out of having to take that federal jab. I'm calling it to Justin Barclays tomorrow morning. Who is Justin Barclay, CanCon? So a lot of good stuff happening, y'all. We having wins all over the place, y'all, like never before. So God is showing y'all what affidavits and notices do. I proved to you guys the other day with the maxim of law that in law, people are told to ignore you if you don't put it in sworn form. So you can see why we do all our notices and affidavits. Notices is the way to give it to them in the first place. Affidavits is the way to let them know when they're freaking screwing up and it's real serious. They understand what the freak is happening. That's right. The affidavits blowing them back. So guys, I'm telling y'all, we got another audit that's getting ready to come that I haven't told anybody about. Josh knows, but nobody else knows, because we have to hide it so that the dirty guys don't go try to interfere, because we've been getting reports back from the legislators that Mr. Pretty Hair and Mr. Keshaw are trying to tell them not to work with us. So just, that, guys, we got people trying to interfere with stuff as fast as we do it, but we're having good victories anyway. So I want to let you guys know, thank you guys so much for being on. Share this with everybody. Get this freaking good news out. Let's see if YouTube going to block this channel to death. This video to death, but it should be pretty good. Thank you so much, Miss Renee L. You are the bomb. We appreciate you for being on. We appreciate all you guys. Celestial, what up? How you living? Yes, guys, get all that fear out, y'all. Y'all winning like crazy. Just act like you gonna do whatever you would do if you had no fear, because God is showing you that he's letting us tear down fear and all of that stuff. He's letting us destroy it, right? Keshaw said people are being threatened after they're out there canvassing, scaring people not to do it. Yeah, it's crazy how silly people get or whatever, but don't get mixed up in that. And the thing is, guys, God let us show that we can do notices and affidavits from our freaking house and blow the back out of any government entity, including the Fed. So I claim race. I claim Mopar. Those are the coolest turbo cars in the world, and I ain't moving off of that. A Hemi with twin turbos. If y'all guys ever want to get me anything, so after we get the nation back, you can give me a watermelon, because a lot of y'all be trying to give me crazy money and stuff, and I'm like, I'm good, dude. You're like, Dave, where did we send you $1 million gift at? And like, dude, I'm not taking it. No, Dave, I'm going to give you money. No, you're not. Right? See, y'all thought I was going to say, give me a twin turbo Hemi. Nope, that's not what I'm going to say. Just a watermelon. Oh, and chicken and waffles. Those are great from one of these good stores. Yeah, with seeds. If it ain't got seeds, it ain't real, and I don't need that. Felicia Bell, what's up with you? How you living? I ain't seen you in a little while. How you doing, champ? But anyway, guys, no Lamborghini for me. I feel too guilty, because the Lamborghini is enough money that a lot of people can eat for a while, have a house and all that stuff. So maybe one day when I get back to my own little business stuff, I'm going to get myself a twin turbo Hemi. I don't know if it's going to be new or old school. Those big block stroker Hemis though are real. And when you can accelerate and your front wheels come off the ground in a car, you know you're really doing the dang thing. Right? You know you really moving. There's some cars I do want to try for a day though. I told you guys maybe a Lambo for a day. It don't have to be mine. Maybe a Ferrari for a day, or even a couple of hours. That'd be fun. Or even if y'all just let me drive one. If you just like roll up or whatever, let me drive and you're not a hitman or a killer or whatever. I ain't got to worry about you trying to blow my brains out in the car. So no cars with a back seat, because y'all know how they do it back in the day. They have the driver in the car. They got the dude setting you up in the back seat. They pass with a gun. He shoot you in the back of the head while you sitting there. That ain't good. Right? But anyway, Duster. I had a 77 Plymouth Volare with big block turbo. That thing didn't wheelie, but it used to launch pretty hard. Do your issues with Professor ever stop sounding so dumb, childish, petty? Hey, Pepe Lepidi, show me your real life, what you accomplish with anything, helping anybody with the audits and stuff like that, and then we'll know how childish your life sounds. Because just like the Bible, I have to stand up for the people. And you can say whatever sounds petty, but when somebody attacks what really works in this country with like affidavits and notices and tell the people not to do it, and then they start doing it later, trying to cheat the system and teach people the wrong things, I got to say something about it, because too many people can be deceived by what they say. Just like in the Bible, it wasn't petty when Paul talked about Diotrephes and how he had to destroy the work of God, or when the Bible talked about peoples whose mouths must be stopped because they're teaching people wrong. But I bet you, because your name ain't real, I bet you won't show what's really going on in your life and who you help ever get an audit, or who you're helping with the mandates, or who you're helping with the stuff, which proves to me that you're not really that real. You're the only one out there. Only one out there that what? You just made a comment about what's silly. So I want you to show me what you do. Don't give me props now, because you talking about what sounds childish. So let's talk about real life and show what you do, so you can tell me how childish I am. Because I fight real killers, my friend. I stand up in the face with people who got real guns who will blow your brains out your head, and I don't back down. So when you tell me about what's childish, if you're not fighting like a real boss, putting your life on the line, then we ain't equal. So you're going to have to show me what you mean when you say stuff like what you say, because you come trolling a little bit, talking silly. I want you to show where you do the same thing, where your life is on the line. And you got people trying to kill you for helping other people. And I want you to show the real things you've done. Because if you think this is silly because I say something about what he does and you ain't doing the same things, type of things or whatever, you could be doing it in your own way. What you say about stuff being childish, you coming and saying something about what I say is childish. Now, I'm just being real. So I would be happy for you to make a video right now and show us how real you are and all the great things you're doing, and show us your track record. Because it's funny, a lot of people come say a lot of stuff about what sounds childish from their point of judgment when they're not doing grown man things. So real grown men gonna put their life on the line for the people and for what's important. And if you bossing up like that you putting your life on the line for everybody, then I'll give you your props. But if you're not doing it, then you tell me, what's the point of coming saying that silly joke? I'm gonna talk about whatever the freak I want to, and nobody's gonna stop me. So what's the point for real? You know? So anyway, guys, hopefully he'll put a video up on his page and tag us and show us how monster he is. Thank you, Sade. Thank you, Karen. Cool. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Maybe I'll get on some other platforms too. I got so much stuff going on. You know, it's crazy, and I'm trying to keep up with stuff to make sure everybody can have what they need and learn and grow and be powerful. And y'all see, we just keep on winning and 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 winning. It gets crazy. You know, I don't even know if I could be safe, Josh. Right? It's like when you do stuff like we're doing, man, you just out there. It's like, man, you could catch a couple of slugs just because you're freaking going like a monster, or whatever. It comes with the territory, you know. So you got to be a beast, right? But anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming on. I want to go to my buddy's house and work on the car. Really, that would be nice. I got all my turbo oil lines in. I already said I'm gonna go, but I had to tell you about this. I got hit me up on Telegram, Jeff Riddle 2 at Dave Cares for You. I'm a small fry, B-Joy. So I got the turbo lines going in, all set up, all the fittings. I got the oil thing set up so I can run an oil line to see my oil pressure. I got my water line set up. I think I set up the battery thing to tell how much battery voltage I got. Computer all set up, everything set up. The only thing I got to do is do the drain lines from the bottom of the turbo into the bottom oil pan. I put a chrome oil pan in the car and welded bungs, like weld-on bungs, -10 to the side of each one so I can drop the oil into the pan. And turbos are on the car. I don't know if they're perfectly flat on the bottom. I didn't sand them down. I just welded everything up. It's supposed to be flat, but you never know. So all I got to do is do the drain lines and the pressure line, and I tighten up everything. So I should be able to run the starter, see if the oil pressure goes up. If it does, I know it's draining. And once that's done, I can actually turn on the car, test it, maybe drive it, go ahead and get everything done I need to get done and get out there and have a party, you know? So things are good. So really, really, really close. What up, big Josh Heasy? Josh came at the end of the show talking about what I miss. Well, you heard the good news early, so that was good. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Y'all stay out of trouble. Y'all be cool. Love the heck out of y'all. Be cool, and I'm gonna hit y'all with the peace. All right, catch y'all later.